So when the three of them come back together, and they're reunited, there are, and I don't really want to spoil it, but there are events that happen that tie them to each other, that I'm actually really proud of how that part of it came out, because you start to see really how important it is, these bonds of like chosen family become,
So the second story cat burglar, so he's probably part gymnast in his skill set then, I'd imagine.
Oh yeah.
Because that fits the trope. And you avoided the standard, and maybe it's because you know history. Everyone says, oh, I'm going to take my gladiator, and suddenly he's a military badass. But it's one thing to fight on your own. It's another to fight in a unit, which is, perfect example is the Greeks versus the Romans, and the Romans win every time. So I like that you had him go from that to an actual military unit so he can sort of continue to grow the skills, so to speak.
Right. Yeah.
Because, the one-on-one combat is not the same, especially when it's done for a crowd where you're trying to impress as well.
Right.
Is a whole different ball game, which Spartacus found out the hard way.
Right.
In Roman history. So now the Forester, is he learning magic too? I probably not, because it's not in his bloodline, right? So he's just learning the actual ranger type tradecraft of like blending in, camouflage, snares, that sort of thing.